Okay, so hi guys. Today I'm going to carry on from yesterday's Zoom training about Sophia Moreno's Social Media Savvy Volume 2. That's such a mouthful. So this is part 2. I'm going to make a reminder, it is quite scatty, and this isn't on a subject as such. It's all general little tips from different people, like massive people in the business. So when I was looking at my notes again today, I was like, what do I say? But I just want to say quite a lot, and it's all quite random. So write it down, and then you can create a more categorized notes for yourselves. So I'm literally starting where we ended off yesterday. So if you didn't watch the first video, you haven't got all the content. And we were talking about yesterday, I ended on that we had a panel of different levels of promotions in our business, so girls and women ranging from DD to NMD all in a panel, and Sophia asked them all the same questions. So I've just highlighted sort of my favorite things that they've said, and we ended here. I really like this one because the business is definitely 80% mindset and 20% the rest of it. If you are doing all the action and you don't believe you can do it, then you can't do it, and you won't. So it's really, really important to self-develop, and it gets repeated so often by successful people that it can't be a lie. It is just ridiculously true. So one of the girls on the panel that suffered quite a lot from low self-esteem and things at the start of the business really honed in on self-development, and her tip was, I'm usually telling you the names, but I didn't get this one, sorry guys. Listen to yourself chat. So even if it's negative, really try and listen to it. She said that she sets an alarm. She said every hour, so she really must have wanted to solve this, and then think, okay, what have I actually been saying to myself? Have I been saying, you stupid bitch, you can't do that right? Or when you went to the toilet, did you think, fuck, I look so ugly? Or just for the past, I don't know, I don't know how you want to do this, but it's just an interesting task and I quite like it. So it's tune in to your self-talk. 2 seconds. And she was actually writing it down. So even though that's almost negative, writing it down when you've been speaking negative, she was then able to look at it and think God, that's horrible. You wouldn't say that to your child if you're a mum. You wouldn't say it to your best friend, and you wouldn't say it to your mum or your grandma or something. You just wouldn't. It's horrible. So I don't know how long she did this for, but I quite like the task, and for self-confidence and things. You need to honestly believe, these NMDs at the event genuinely believe, oh no, I'm going to swear and I can't. Can I swear, Danny? Or is it not okay? These NMDs at the event legit think they're the shit. Sorry.
That's okay. I've got your phone.
Saying that. So, and you have to. You can't believe that she's better than you or anything else, because you won't move. Little task. And to what's happening?
Something. Okay.
There we go. And to create an imaginary stop button in your head. So if you are thinking horrible things, you are saying, I can't do this business, she has a better profile than me, she's got more Facebook friends. In your head, create an imaginary stop button and press it. And you need to rely on your affirmations for this. They need to be strong and powerful, and it needs to be a frequent habit for you. If you're sitting at work, think of them. Have little post-it notes on your desktop or something, or just something in your notebook that you normally write in meetings or something. So really important self-development, guys. This is just a quote that I really liked, and it's so true. I wish it was written on my forehead so I could see it in the mirror every day. Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. True AF. I'm just going to leave that there. And okay, so the next little thing I'm going to say is from Lucy Wright, who is amazing. Like, I wish she could call me every day. She made us do a task saying, what is hard for me? So what is hard? Just some examples and like stuff that was on the screen. Hard is not being able to pay the bills and thinking, who can I call? Who can lend me some money? Hard is saying no to a coffee or brunch with your friends and you're just saying you're not hungry, but you actually can't afford it until payday. Saying no to being invited out because you won't be able to drink anyway, you'll be sat there like a melon. Choosing the cheapest dress over the one you actually want because you can't afford it. Saying no to your kids when all they wanted to do was go to Legoland this weekend. Saying no. Okay, I'm running out now. But I'm not really, you know what I mean. Choose your hard. Like, please write this down. This is a task to do at home, not right now, and really go deep into it. What is hard? Hard is waking up for work, and work that you don't like. Ew. Just sit there and just do what people say to you, and like take holidays when they say that is hard. Think about what is hard, like for you, genuinely, because this business isn't hard. Making new friends on Facebook, saying hello, popping up, not hard. Scrolling and liking stuff, interacting, not hard. Putting an order through, same as online shopping, what we all do, not hard. It's just not hard. Going to events and like having the best time, not hard. So that's a task for you to do at home about what is hard, because I like it. And also Lucy Wright said this really cute thing, and like I'm going to use it forever. She was talking about DMO, and obviously this might appeal to some people and might not at all. When she first joined, she thought DMO was a bit corporate and a bit like, that sounds like boring. I never thought about it this way. Like, it's never bothered me, but I like her better way, if that makes sense. So she calls it, and all like her team call it, my promise list, because it doesn't really matter to me if Paulina doesn't do her DMO. It doesn't really matter to me if Danny does her DMO. It really doesn't matter. But calling it that and knowing that you promised yourself you'd do these things. So when you're in that motivated mood and you're like, yeah, I'm going to do this, like I'm going to do this, you wrote it down and you said you were going to do it every day until you get there. So I really like how that's called, and I'm calling it that now, and I thought I'd tell you guys because it was super cute. Also about being promoted in this business and moving. Okay, so in most jobs, they expect you to work a 3 to 6 month probation, sometimes longer, in my experience. And she was saying, would you expect a promotion after a week? Would you expect a promotion after 3 months? No. Sometimes this might miraculously happen because someone's left or someone's on maternity leave or something like that. But no, it's not usual. One of the guys in the business that has just hit NMD, in his previous job where he worked for like 10 years, he got 1 promotion, and that's perfectly normal in like the corporate world. So I don't know why, this is her words, everyone expects to be promoted overnight and then they completely give up when hi new people and then they give up when it's not happening. Well, why? You haven't been promoted in your shit job, so why on earth are you quitting a better thing? Again, sorry for swearing, gosh. And you're going to quit because you haven't been promoted? No, really think about that. No. Reasons that maybe people think about this is because they don't see it as a proper business opportunity, and your reason isn't strong enough. Because your reason's pretty strong to go to work in the morning, right? Because you won't be able to pay your bills. You'll just be sat there with no food, no light, no, I don't know, no clothes, no nothing. So your reason's pretty strong. So your reason has to be pretty strong as well to stick out this business. But the results are like 20,000 million times better than going to work, in my opinion. Okay, so that was Lucy Wright. Also, I'm saying the names so that you can kind of stalk them. So if you want spellings and stuff, because you don't know who they are, tell me, and I'll tell you who they are. Questions to ask yourself. Are you your best customer? Are you eating donuts every day and not making progress and taking pictures of it? No, don't do that. No one will buy from you. I wouldn't buy, let's think what I buy. I wouldn't buy, this is really mean, I wouldn't buy makeup from someone whose makeup doesn't look good. It's kind of like quite mean, but it's so true. Think about your favorite thing that you like to buy. Would you buy it from someone who doesn't look good, who doesn't represent it? Nope. Am I my best rep? So when you sign someone up, any newbies, when you start signing someone up and you expect them to be a golden barrel to your road trip to NMD, are you your best rep first? Are you leading by example? Are you showing them the way, or are you expecting someone else to do it for you? Oh, I like this as well. So with excuses, like anything, can't get on the Zoom call, whatever, can't get to the event, can't get to Barcelona, can't go to the gym, just personal things, whatever, excuses in general. Obviously, no one gets to every single Zoom and no one gets to every single event. But the point is, are you doing what you promised? Like, are you trying to do some, or, you know, a Zoom, one a week? Are you trying to do one event a month? Like, it's not that difficult. Find one. And in answer to your excuses, she was saying, this is Lucy Wright still, yeah, but nothing. And she was like shouting it, and it was like, yes, so true. Yeah, but nothing. Yeah, but I can't. Yeah, but nothing. So write it down in big letters, whatever makes you angry, and you can look at it when you have an excuse, because it's essential. Okay. Time, cool. I'm going to whiz through these because these tips are what people say, but they're effective, and I'm repeating them because they're effective. The next set of tips are from Gemma Lee Hunt, who is also NMD and pretty fabulous. Your why needs to make you cry. If you don't know it now, you'll find it. Now, this is interesting because, like, lots of people think, well, I can't cry about it, then that's not okay. But if you can't right now, that's okay. Like, just carry on, and basically one day you'll get deep enough and it will come. So I'm not saying give up now if your why doesn't make you cry, but like but yeah, if it doesn't, really think about it. Maybe like even just once every 2 weeks, think about your why and see if you can get deeper. Really think about your posts. Gemma said, you know, if you're thinking, shit, I need to fill a gap, like I haven't posted for 3 hours, and you can't think of anything, don't do it. It's better to be blank than be crap. Get comfortable with going live. Okay, so I still need to get better at this. So these tips aren't me throwing them at you guys. It's also for me, and I've really, really learned lots from this day. Get comfortable with going live. Like, it's Facebook's new fab thing. Have a catchy title. Like, it has to be your personality. To show your personality. That's how people start loving you or relate to you, because we sort of know each other, but if someone didn't know you and they just jumped on your live, like, think about what they find out when they're watching. Also, it's better to do 1 good live a week than like 5 crap ones. So don't go overpower with it. Excuse me. Just try and practice. Yeah. And you can ask people to sort of put hashtag live if they're watching live, and hashtag replay if they're watching replay, because then it jumps it back up to the news feed and stuff like that. And people keep looking at it. Obviously, people we know already do that, but I'm just telling you literally the tips. So be relatable. I really like this because quite a lot of the time you'll still see posts like, and I'm not saying this is bad, this is all my opinion. Like every 2 minutes it'll be a post like drop a dress size, drop a dress size, drop a dress size. Hun, it's not relatable. Okay, like once in a blue moon, go for it because it does get the attraction. But like still be you, like let people see you. And Gemma was saying like it's so much better in the long run. Like if you want this business for a long time and for it to keep benefiting you for a long time, be relatable. Be real and show your life. Show your success and be proud of your journey. So wherever you are now, don't ever be ashamed of it. If it's not where you want to be, fine. But like let people follow you on that journey, because one day they'll be like, whoa, like I have watched her the whole way and that's like pretty sick. And don't be afraid to show even just little successes. Whatever that is for you on that day, be proud of it and show it. Know and love yourself and the world. Cute. People will follow and love you. My notes are everywhere. Sorry. Again, self-development. Do your promise list every day. Be consistent and think like legit, think you are the best. Does your social media show this? That's a mouthful. Like when you look at it, do you look like the best? Be the best. Okay. Next set of tips, and I love this woman. Like I actually love her. I didn't realize how much I loved her, but I love her. She's on the stalk list. I might say her surname wrong. Hayley McLaughlin. If you want spelling, tell me. Don't let anyone else hold you back. Focus on your why. Write what you want from the month clearly and specifically at the beginning of every month so that you know what you're working for. Like we have talked about action plans, I know, with some of us here today, and it's really working. Like you just have so much more focus. You know what you're gunning for. If you're just like, oh yeah, I want a few orders. What few orders? Like, be clear. The universe doesn't get vague stuff, so you have to be clear on what you want. If you have a team, Hayley was saying at the start of the month, if you do one-to-ones with the ones that want it, obviously, and do exactly the same with them. What are your goals specifically, so you know them too as an upline. Tracking the month. Now this is cool, but I'm not sure how to work it out yet. So like the percentage of the month, like are you on track? So if it's been like 35% of the month, are you meeting that with your targets, or are you behind? If you're behind, now set a goal. How can you get ahead and make up for it? Having a good customer system. So it's obviously all the same for us, but it might be different in when we message them or when we contact them or when we check on them. So like when to message them, follow the system, have a system, and like be consistent. Oh, I like this. Short-term pain for long-term gain. I want that like tattooed. That was like, I mean, obviously these notes were talked about a lot more on the day, so it should have been there. But it was just really really powerful. Like seriously. And the next one from Haley is get to events. Like, it's legit so key to relight your fire. Like, even if your fire's not dead, like this weekend, like my fire wasn't dead. I was completely excited for August and stuff. But being there was like, like, ah! That's all I have. I have no words. It gives you like that belief in the products, like that belief in the business. If you haven't been, so I went to a training event. If you haven't been to a normal evening event yet, get yourself to one. There's like a panel of people who share their stories, and often you're gathering information about like testimonials. So if you start speaking to someone that has arthritis and someone at the weekend spoke about it, and be like, oh, let me just show you this girl's profile because I actually just heard her real story at the weekend and it was like fab. Perfect learning, and like it's an event, it's fun, it's not boring learning, it's fun. Haley used her Sundays to like review goals and stuff, and like team members Facebook and things. So again, if you're an upline, nice little tip. And at the end there was this girl called I think it's, again spelling, I don't know, Ego Michael, who is PMD, and she's like mad excited, like mad, like screaming, and like the waitresses and stuff at the hotel were just like what is going on? She was just fab. Just making a shout like I am PMD and stuff, like legit, like for like I don't know how long, a long time. So I mean that's a tip in itself. She's so excited. Who wouldn't join her? She's so excited. She literally was loving life, like more than anything. She's so happy to like be breathing. Her tips are have a vision and focus on it. Focus on it so hard, guys. If you are not thinking about it, it won't come. I like this. You must be a PMD before becoming a PMD. So it's like what I think we've already spoken about in a different Zoom or maybe in our chat, about your 2.0 you. So if you're not, for example, at your weight loss goal yet, think about you being that, and like in a bikini, like being that. You have to like act how you want to be now. You have to start now. So being PMD comes with a lot of responsibility, but a lot of benefits and fun. If you don't follow any, just follow one or two, because seeing their lifestyle every day on my feed makes me keep going. Why on earth would I stick with my life when I can carry on and get one remotely like theirs? Seriously, be a PMD now. Oh, I like this. Should someone out there needs me? Think about this. Think about why you started and what it's done for you. Someone out there, even if you got paid £20 this month, £20 could step over someone's line for like paying the bills, could feed the baby. Someone out there needs you. Like, it's so key to remember that, and I thought it was really like beautiful. Again, she said live videos, got to crack it. Give quality, give yourself to people, like fully. Okay, we all can't give the same thing because we're not the same and we don't have the same story, but we can all give value and give ourselves. People appreciate it so much. Like, people won't remember maybe like materialistic things, but people remember how something made them feel. If anything has a memory attached, an emotion attached to it, it's much more memorable for us. So remember that when you're speaking to people. It's really important. Be a storyteller. We know this, but this is why I love the tips, is because we know it. You just have to implement it. So good. Excitement shows your heart. She's just so fab. Be excited, like be the real you. Like, if you're not where you want to be, look at your vision board and think of yourself there right now. How frigging cool! Like, seriously, think about whether you want to be, think about how it smells, what are you eating, what are you listening to, what do the streets sound like, if there's no streets, because you're in the sea. Like, think about it, really. If you don't focus on it, you're just working. That's it. But we're not. We're like building a dream, so don't just go to work. Take action and focus on the dream. Your audience, recognize them, find them. I think I said this yesterday. Share your passion. Be ready to recruit an army. Be so ready. Think about them. Like in the car on the way home today, I was thinking about like all going on a holiday together and like taking my whole team, and like how fun. Like, so NMDs on average have about 100 teamees on average. So how mental. Girls that are all pretty much like you, like they're your tribe, they're not exactly the same, but they're like you, and you're on holiday and you can just do that. So much better than anything else in life. So think about your army. Like, who are they? How exciting that they're coming. Like, go and find them. Oh, I like this. Stop hiding. Stop hiding. Stop hiding. Stop hiding. Oh, and I like this. This is very important. Ego was saying how she tells someone about the business at the same time as the product. Obviously, you can play this by ear if you think the person. I mean, actually, no. Ignore what I just said because that's assumption. In fact, cut that out. Tell someone about the business when you're telling them about the product. She said that for a certain amount of months she didn't join because she didn't know there was a business. That's happened to me. And I should have told them. Tell someone, they might say no, and then later down the line they might be loving it so much that actually their time is now. If you don't tell them, they will never know. It's very important. It's our responsibility. Someone needs you. And this task was set right at the end of the day for us to do, and I'm going to do it tonight because I did some more tasks last night from last night's call. It's all like personal tasks, but you need to be getting to know yourself to actually know how to move forward. Like, the answers are within, like we just get tips from other people because they're a few steps ahead or something, but the answers are actually within. So these tasks are to help us do that. Okay, so home task. What would I get if money was no object? You need to write down a piece of paper 1 to 25. Why Sophia said it was interesting is because up until about 15, that's so easy. You're just like, yeah, everything. I can't wait. And then it needs to get a bit deeper. So you need to fill the 25 spaces. And think about the fact that this business can bring you choices. Like, money won't bring you happiness, but it will bring you a lot of choices, a lot of freedom. Then refer this list to what is hard. It's got to drive you. It's got to drive you. These calls are here, but it's got to drive you to do it. Also, if you watch the grid video, you'll know that at the top in the left-hand corner, you've got your goals for the next 3 months because it's a 90-day game plan broken down into 3. And what I think it was Hayley was saying is every time she hit her goal, she would treat herself to something, or not just herself, like maybe her family, like a full thing or a memory or an experience. Sorry. Have them actually written down because often these oh no, it says my internet's unstable. Any problems? I feel like there is because no one's moving. Can someone tell me if I'm gonna write have I froze? Am I back? Fab. Okay, right. Sorry about that. That was really weird. You froze, girl. Thank you. Right, everyone's muted. Cool. Oh, it's still recording. Okay, I don't know where that stopped and started. Sorry. Often promotions don't really mean that much. Like, it sounds exciting, but is it enough to really drive us? Like, SC. SC. I am SC. Cool. Like, that's cool. I want it. But when you put a meaning next to it, so a holiday or some shoes you're going to buy, or you're going to take your kids somewhere, have your eye on something that you want. Write it down next to the goal, because it means much more than, not than the goal, but it means much more than the promotion. Have an emotionally attached reason and think about it non-friggin' stop. Get it. And then another little task, so there's a lot of task setting, but I like it, was your 1 year goals, your 3 year goals, and your 5 year goals. I'll be the first in saying that this is harder than like my 2018 goals, for example. So I'm not going to say this is easy. It might be for you guys. That was just my opinion. But I think it's so worth doing it, like seeing the long-term vision. And like at the event as well, one of the girls made us think about ourselves in 5 years and what we're doing. And twice. So think about ourselves in the next 5 years if we carry on what we're doing and we're not smashing it and we're in the same sort of place. Or if we're smashing it, we're stepping up, we're doing our promise list, we're doing our 90-day grids, we have smashed it, what is it like then in 5 years? So I really like this goal challenge because task challenge, because it's important to see that. Otherwise there's nothing to drive us. You have to be able to see it and like connect with that. So I mean, I can't believe I got through all the notes because there was so many notes. But I literally read it out as it is in my book and as it was delivered to me. Obviously all the home tasks is up to you to do them and to repeat them. Like I did my Who's My Tribe one last night and I added to it today. Like it's just going to be, it has to be constant. You can't like write these notes and then leave them. And these notes that I got from the weekend, like I've been reading them throughout the day, cheekily, because I want them to be fresh, like every day. When I come to do my promise list, I want them to be fresh and not just like in a notebook somewhere. No point. If you learn this and then you go away and do nothing, there is no point. So I think it'd be so cool if we can all share our like 90-day grids, and it doesn't have to be in the group or whatever, but even just messaging just to like stay accountable. I love the promise list being green. I love it. And maybe a little goal setting task when we've done them. And remember these tasks when you get teamies yourself, because I think it's really important for growth and finding where you want to go. And they're cute tasks, they're not boring, they're fun. So that's it. That's it really. And I'm gonna, my 90-day grid, how about that's a really good idea. I will do that. I like that very much. Yeah. But if you need further like info about it, remember to refer back to the video. I was going to say something. My big grid is drawn in pencil right now, so that's why I can't show it on a screen, like otherwise I would. A bit selfish. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm like reading and I'm like, cool, there's people here watching me read. That's why I can't show you, because it's in pencil. If I draw my next one, it'll probably be in pen because I like know how to draw it. But if someone gets a chance before me to show someone else how to draw it, then obviously do. And that's really it. I feel like I can't leave. I'm so excited. I can't leave. And that's it now anyway, because I'm really hungry. So enjoy the tasks. I will write them up and put them in the group because I like them. Thanks for jumping on and have a good evening with your promise list. Bye.